Hey Leos, welcome back. I'm here with your weekly reading for June 14th through the 21st. As always, this is general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That's for someone else. Also, if you'd like to be notified of your other videos that come out, like and subscribe to the channel, and you should see them come up in your feed. All right, I already have your general or your oracle cards pulled. So we're gonna just jump right into it. All right, strength. You starting the reading off. There you are. I feel like you're just feeling like yourself. You know, you're in your element. You're doing your own thing. You're just chugging along. Like I said, just in your element. You're doing you. You're standing firm. Standing strong is kind of what I hear as far as, going after what you want and maybe even putting yourself first. All right, we have flexibility. Gently flow through the turbulence. Life has the ability to shape you. Bend, don't break. So I think you're finding that balance, okay? That balance of standing firm and still being flexible. If you stand too firm, you can break when, life throws things at you. It can break you, but you're finding that fine line between being firm and being strong, staying strong, and being able to kind of go with the flow with what life throws at you. Also, Cancer got that in their reading as well. Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Like I said, you're coming into your own power. You are kind of putting yourself first, or not necessarily putting yourself first, but you're not kind of being led astray by things that really aren't you anyways. You're knowing your worth. You're not being taken for granted. And then we have you and your loved ones are safe with the new moon in Cancer. So you could have been worried about your family, maybe even your friends, the loved ones around you, but y'all are okay. And so I think that is kind of what's helping this along. It's like, okay, they are safe. It's okay for me to kind of stand firm and get back to who I am. All right. Overall, though, you are doing good. I like seeing the strength come out, but I like seeing the signs card come out in the upright to start the reading off, because it's just, it's like you are doing you and you're feeling good, All right, all in your element. Did you see the world? So a new cycle may be starting. I almost heard like a new lease on life. All right, so let's get into the Leo general reading for June 14th through the 21st. Star, feeling renewed. All right, one more. Leo, June 14th through the 21st. Leo, June 14th through the 21st. What is Leo's focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for the week ahead? Please and thank you. Come on now, too many. All right. Okay. Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Overall, normally when one falls out, I'm not drawn to pull another one from the bottom of the deck for overall energy, but you're wanting to leave a situation overall. it's just not fulfilling you anymore. It may be a romantic relationship, but you know, it's like you're walking away from it. You're turning away from it. You're still, you know, it's been rough. It's been a long, hard go. You're not quite out of, you know, you're not in that calmer water yet, but that's what you're working towards. Your focus is a new start, something new clarity, or maybe even new communications, new ideas. We'll clarify it, see what's happening here. Could be just a new way of thinking, a new perspective. But with this side of the Ace of Swords, the eagle is carrying like a wreath, and it's like a sign of hope, okay? Kind of like you will be victorious, a new endeavor, you know, just hope renewed a little bit. So you may be feeling hopeful about the future. Let's see, why is the Ace of Swords here as Leo's focus for the week? Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the clarity. You're looking for the clarity. You know, the motivation, a new creative, motivational start. You're just looking for balance. You're just looking for an equal give and take. You know, you're just wanting to start new. You're just wanting to start fresh. All right. Your obstacle, though, is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is the back side of the Queen of Pentacles, and that's the front. If I could hold my cards. So with this showing up in your obstacle, it's like you know, it's been a long, hard battle, okay? You've been, I mean, look at the back of the throne. You know, it's pretty weathered, pretty damaged. This is the Queen of Pentacles having to, you know, kind of go back to focusing on her kingdom, her house, you know. She's neglected it, or, you know, it's been weathered, you know. It's not that she's neglected it, it's just that times have been rough, okay? And it's kind of taken a beating. She's kind of taken a beating, her throne has, and so she's just having to kind of turn back around and just focus on hers. You know, she can't really nurture and be giving to everybody else right now because she's having to focus on her house, her home, her kingdom. And with that, you and your loved ones are safeguarded. I feel like that's kind of where you are. It's like, I need to focus on us, you know, make sure we're safe. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here as Leo? I don't know why I keep wanting to say Cancer. So you may be dealing with a Cancer. Or you may have a lot of Cancer in your chart, maybe. I don't know. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here in the obstacle for Leo? The Star. So, could be an Aquarius, but in the general, I don't look too much at the signs. But it's like you're having some trouble kind of finding your hope again. Really, actually, what I feel like, it's like you have hope again. Okay, your faith or hope has been renewed. But it's like there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Yeah, you're focused on new beginnings. I mean, you got two aces. You know, you want new beginnings and balance. You just want balance. Really, I feel like that's really what's chugging this whole thing along, is you just want balance. You just want things to be equal, you know, equal give and take. You know, it's not like you're wanting more than what you deserve, you know, the know your worth. And that's exactly what it is. It's like, I'm not asking for anything unrealistic here. You know, I'm not being greedy or anything. This is just normal. You know, I just want things to be balanced. And it's like, things aren't balanced with whatever situation you're dealing with. And so I feel like you're making changes. So yes, your hope is there, okay? And the clarity's there, the passion's there. The obstacle is that you you have a lot of work to do, I feel like. And your advice is, okay, this side is the Nine of Swords, where it's like you're kind of stuck in your head, trapped by your anxieties and fears and worries. And this side is, you know, the advice is that all of those fears and anxieties are kind of just ghost swords. You know, this is, you're kind of trapped in your own prison you've made yourself, put yourself in, you know, by your mind. And a lot of the time our fears and worries can come from external sources, you know, the people around us who really do mean well for us. But, you know, it's just like, you know, it's like you have to work hard for your money, and, you know, it's not always give and take and things like that. And it's like, you know, if this is a job related, and it's like it takes all of your time, all of your energy, and it doesn't really compensate you well for it, but, you know, in other people's eyes, it's like it's a steady job, it's pretty, you know, pretty secure, and it does pay, you know, better than average, but they don't see the toll it takes on you. So it's like, I'm leaving this job, and everyone might be like, what? Why would you do that? So that type of thing. It doesn't have to be job related. I'm just kind of using that as an example. So there's these fears that, you know, you need to work through and realize that they're not real. These swords are ghost swords. They're not real, okay? And so see past the fears, see past the anxiety, all right? So why is the Nine of Swords here as Leo's advice? Nine of Pentacles. Okay, do what makes you happy. It's okay to be independent for a little bit. It's okay to go off in search of something that's going to put you in a better place financially. The Nine of Pentacles doesn't just talk about being independent and being happy, you know, independently, but also talks about luxury. So, and I do find it interesting that you do have the Nine of Swords here, all right, and the Nine of Pentacles. So really, I feel like the message here is that your fears and your anxieties are keeping you from attaining this luxury, this independence, you know, this happiness that comes from within, you know, in yourself, all right? Your advice, or your most likely outcome, is the Knight of Wands. So you go for it. You go after it. You start taking action. You know, this new beginning, you're taking action. And with it being the Knight of Wands and, you know, you being fire, it's like you are in your element with this, all right? Ooh, Two of Cups. You might meet someone. If you haven't already met someone, might be a soulmate, could be a friendship, you know, it could just be, you know, this definitely is a soulmate, but not all soulmates are romantic partners. We have lots of soulmates. You know, one of my soulmates is like my best friend. So it could be that you you meet somebody, either romantic or just a really good friendship, or someone goes on this journey with you, or you move toward this person. You take action toward this person. Interesting. Overall, I mean, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, let's get into your love reading. Leo. Leo in love. June 14th through the 21st. Leo, what is Leo's overall energy and love for June 14th through the 21st? Leo's overall energy and love, please and thank you. Leo. Six of Swords, walking away. Walking away. Making a much needed change. Six of Swords came up as your overall energy too. So it would not surprise me if that's a relationship that you're dealing with. You know, maybe just cutting out. They're walking away too, though. Your energy, you know, you're making a much needed change. Cutting out the negativity, cutting out the chaos, cutting out the drama. And I feel like the person you're dealing with, they're moving on as well. I mean, look at this. Yours and their energy. And these can be vice versa. They're leaving it emotionally, you know. And you're just, both of them, kind of walking away on their own. All right. We'll get into it, see what's underneath the surface. And you know, this energy on both sides, it doesn't really feel like it's negative, okay? It doesn't mean, I don't get any animosity or, you know, fighting or arguing or anything like that just from these two cards. Your overall energy, I feel like overall both of you just want to be free, want to move on, okay? So it's like, or both of you may be leaving something, okay? Both of you may be leaving something. It could be that this person's going to come in because you both are leaving something behind, you know, and so now it's like you're going to maybe be able to meet. Like I said, we'll get into it. We'll see what the details are. Just the different things that I'm kind of getting as I'm shuffling. But like I said, I don't feel like there's any animosity here. I feel like it's kind of like it's just one of those let bygones be bygones and move forward. You know, we tried type of deal. Nine of Pentacles showing up again. The Sun showing up in the reverse for you, though. The High Priestess. Their side, they have the Fool in the reverse. The Chariot in the reverse, Strength in the reverse. Also you showing up on, you know, in the reverse on their side as well. So it's like you're, what you're focused on, I mean, this is pretty clear. You're focused on you. You're focused on being independent, being happy, you know, growing your wealth, working, finding your happiness because you haven't been happy for a while. And you're listening to your intuition. You know, you're following your intuition. You know, lots of major arcana. So I feel like this may have been a long time thing. They're not taking any new leaps of faith. They're just, you know, they don't really have it in them. Also, we have the Chariot in the reverse. You know, the Fool, the Chariot, both in the reverse. They're not taking any action towards you, any movement towards you. I don't feel like they're really interested in starting anything new with you, but I mean, for the most part, I don't see that you are interested in starting anything new with them. It could be a Cancer you're dealing with, but you know, this has not broken them, but you know, they need to recover. They need to gain their strength back, or you know, it's just you showing up in the reverse on their side. You know, they're just not wanting to start anything new or move forward with you. But I feel like I feel like it's mutual, you know. Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Unknown card, the Eight of Wands in the reverse for them, the Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. All of theirs is in the reverse. So that's a big no on their part. But like I said, I don't feel like you're coming back. I don't feel like you're trying to come back with this person. This Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like you're wanting to start something new, something long-term. However, you do feel like now is not the time to be taking any action. Like luck is not on your side. Not that, I don't feel like you don't feel like luck is on your side. I feel like you just feel like now is not the time. Could be because you're not really clear on where you want to move forward on, kind of still leaving that up in the air to see what's happening, see, maybe even see what options come in. Then, you know, change isn't happening. Four of Wands in the reverse. You know, this could be divorce or separation. I mean, I kind of see that in the cards. If it hasn't already happened, I feel like this has already happened, okay? But, you know, not coming back together, you know, not really changing their minds and not really wanting to work on the situation, work on this relationship. But again, I'm not really getting that from you either. I don't see you really wanting to work on anything with this person either. Like I said, I don't feel like there's any anger or animosity here, okay? I just feel like it's kind of like two people just, you know, realizing that it's just not going to work, at least not now, and so you kind of go your separate ways. There could, you know, this is just a week, so it could be just for the week. Y'all are kind of in your own space. You separate for a while, you know. There's distance either physically or mentally, but I mean, you'll know how this resonates with your situation if it does resonate. But like I said, I feel like this is someone that, I feel like the split has already happened, and it's kind of like, you know, it's like you want to work on you, you know, you just want to work on you, all right? And, you know, maybe get yourself where you can start something new, all right? Maybe something long-term that will last. So we do have air on the table. We have earth, water, and fire. So all the signs are here. We do have you showing up on their side. And then, like I said, Cancer's here. But yeah, I just let you know what sign showed up, but it doesn't matter what the sign is. If it resonates, could be any sign. All right, let's get into some advice for my Leos. Advice for my Leos. Your reading has been very, very to the point. Nothing really confusing going on here. Pretty straightforward. All right, what advice do you have for my Leos for June 14th through the 21st? What advice do you have for my Leos? Please and thank you. Advice for my Leos. Advice for my Leos. June 14th through the 21st. What advice do you have? Advice. Nine of Cups. In the reverse. Six of Pentacles again. In the upright. Four of Wands. Five of Swords in the reverse. Okay. The Emperor in the reverse. And the Four of Swords in the reverse. So the Nine of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you know this wasn't your dream. This wasn't fulfilling your dreams. It wasn't fulfilling you emotionally. You know, your happiness wasn't here. Okay? Because you need balance, okay? You need an equal give and take, and I don't feel like there was an equal give and take there. But they're just, you you know, you need balance. You need things to be equal. You need things to be fair, you know. You know, for you to be happy in a relationship. Four of Wands, it's like there needs to be a balance in it, okay? And that's what you're wanting, okay? So, you know, go after that in your relationship. Kind of focus on that. Not in your relationship, but in love general. The Five of Wands, there's no, you know, if they want to fight or argue about this, you know, just don't. It's not worth it. Just avoid it. There's nothing really here on either side, you know. So just anything that is confrontational or anyone that's kind of just wanting to argue, just you don't have time for it. You know, the Emperor in the reverse, Aries as well. Don't try and control the situation. Don't really try to control it right now. I feel like things are kind of up in the air. You know, that whole be flexible card that came up in your Oracle cards. You know, now's the time to be flexible, not, you know, kind of not set in your ways, but, you know, don't try to overplan this because, you know, I feel like right now it's like you have, you know, you did have 3 aces show up in your readings today, so there's definitely something new coming. So be open to whatever that may look like. 4 of Swords in the reverse. Stop overthinking this. You don't really need to rest and recover from this anymore, okay? You don't need to really be so sad about it or depressed about things in general. There is a new beginning coming. I feel like there's still some things you're working out, but overall your general was pretty good. And like your love, well, you know, it wasn't like rainbows and sunshine. I didn't feel, like I said, the anger, the animosity, you know, that I feel like it's just kind of, it is what it is type of thing, which isn't great, but you know, things could be a whole lot worse. So don't overthink things. Don't stay stuck in your head. Again, your advice was to get out of your head, to work through the fears and anxieties, okay, and focus on being independent. And I feel like that's what you're doing. So, you know, if some of that starts creeping in, you know, the sadness and the depression, things like that, you know, don't give into it, but I mean, you know, don't pretend like it's not there either, but, you know, just kind of acknowledge it and be like, yeah, I see you're there, but we got good things ahead of us that we're working on right now. All right, Leo, I hope you found some messages in here that will help you through your week ahead. I hope you have a good week, and I will see you next time.